Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Stephanie and welcome if this is your first visit. I will be doing a pick a card reading for the week of August 2nd through the 8th, and we do have a full moon on the 3rd, so tomorrow, Monday. So I think this week we will do a 3-card or a 3-group pick a card using crystals. Group 1, we will call this one the Amazonite. Sorry, the light in here is pretty bad today. It is so hot and so bright out that I have to keep the blinds drawn or it just reflects off of everything. So this is the best I can do. So there we have our Amazonite. You'll be group 1. And I do have to say that as I was getting ready to do, I always spend a few minutes in meditation before I do the readings each week. And I keep getting the message this week that there's something for everyone in each of the groups. So I will put the timestamps below for each of the groups, and you are welcome to choose group 1, 2, or 3. But these, always remember, these are for the collective and for everyone who views. So there might be a bit of something in each group for everyone. And that is specifically the message I was getting in meditation just a few minutes ago, is there's going to be something in each group for every person. So you may resonate with something, one of the cards from group 1 and then the crystal card from group 2 and maybe the surrender card from group 3. It's going to be, I think, something for everybody in each of the groups this week is the message I'm getting. But if you would like to stick to the specific groups, I will put timestamps below. We will call this Chrysocolla group 2. And we will call this little jade group 3. And I love this little guy. It looks just like an olive. So that'll be group 3. Okay. So let's start with group 1, those of you who chose the Amazonite. And this week we are going to do 3 cards for each group. I will do the crystal card and the energy of that. I will do a tarot card just to get the overarching energy for the week. And then because we do have a full moon on Monday, and it's kind of a big one. I mean, we're in a lot of energy right now. It's just a really kind of strong full moon, and then we're following that on 8/8 by the Lion's Gate, which is a huge kind of astrological energetic event. So I will probably do another collective reading later this week for the energy of August in general. So watch for that. If you are not yet subscribed and you have not clicked that bell, please do so. You'll get a message or a reminder each week when I do a video. So let's get started. Group 1, the Amazonite. This is the Amazonite card, and all of the crystals this week are found in crystal deck number 1 from the Healing Crystals card decks. So deck number 1, all 3 of the crystals this week. So we have the Amazonite. It will connect the heart and throat chakras. We have lots of green energy this week. I just realized I'm wearing green. All 3 crystals I chose have green in them. All 3 crystal cards are green. So lots of green energy. And what that means is kind of for the collective, for everyone who's watching, spend a lot of time in your heart center. And specifically for those who chose group 1, it's going to connect your heart center to your throat chakra. So really being very mindful of speaking through your heart center before you put it out through your throat center, making sure that your words are filled with kindness. We are still in such, I know I mention it every week, but we are in such a time of, so many people being in fear, whatever the reason. Wherever that fear is coming from, there are a lot of people that feel that the fear isn't founded. And that's okay for them to feel that it's, these are not real fears. But I think we still have to respect those who are fearful, or those who, might have legitimate or what others perceive to be not legitimate fears. And just out of kindness and out of decency and out of courtesy, be kind to them. Do whatever we can to make others feel better and to alleviate their fears, even if they're not our own fears. So really being mindful of our voices this week and what we're putting out there into the world energetically. Expression, inspiration, and balance are the 3 keywords for group 1 this week. And the mantra or affirmation you can use is, my senses are in tune with my surroundings. So there's your Amazonite. My senses are in tune with my surroundings, which is kind of the message I was just getting about making sure you're speaking mindfully, making sure that you're putting your words out mindfully and with kindness. My senses are in tune with my surroundings. So kind of get a handle on what your surroundings are. Who is your audience? Who are you putting your words out to? And making sure that you are being mindful of that and kind in how you're speaking. So that is the crystal energy for group 1. And then our tarot card for group 1 this week is my favorite tarot card. It's the Wheel, which is the Wheel of Fortune, which is the number 10 card in the Major Arcana, which means you're about halfway through the Major Arcana, halfway through on your journey. The Wheel of Fortune is about a turning point. It represents, obviously, good luck. It's the Wheel of Fortune. But it is also about kind of a tipping point or a turning point. Have you been working on a project and you have been feeling like kind of stagnant, or it hasn't been going anywhere, or just floundering, just lost, like you don't even know what you want to work on creatively? The Wheel of Fortune says jump on board. It's going to spin with or without you. So it's best that you jump on board, get your seat, buckle up. Things are changing. New energy's coming in. And I really feel like it's going to be after the 3rd. We're going to kind of whoosh out some of that energy and then just kind of jump on board and ride this Wheel of Fortune into whatever your new project is. So even if you don't have kind of it locked in yet, just use that energy, use that forward momentum to kind of get your creative juices flowing again. So there is your Wheel of Fortune, your good fortune energy for this week, if you are group 1. And then I will also draw a card from the Power of Surrender deck just to go along with that full moon energy. Full moons are a great time to work on release work, of letting go of things that are not serving us while moving forward on this Wheel of Fortune. And group 1 gets Surrender to Prayer. So I know some folks love to pray. Some folks love to meditate. Some folks like to use affirmations, mantras, chanting, whatever it is. And this goes back to the crystal card and the message I was getting about the throat chakra and what you put out being very important this week. This is about what you're speaking. And it doesn't matter if you call it meditation. It doesn't matter if you call it prayer, or if you chant, or how you do it, or if you sing. It's all a form of expression. And it says, give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from the heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. So I don't want you to get locked into prayer if you're not comfortable with the concept of prayer. If you are, then this is a really good week, especially around the full moon on Monday and afterwards, to use the power of prayer. Prayer is, spoken intentions. It is putting your intentions out there with the belief that they are being heard by a higher power, and they are. And it doesn't matter what you call that higher power or who that higher power is for you. It can be different for everyone. So I don't want the word prayer to be off-putting to anyone who doesn't consider themselves someone who uses traditional prayer in their lives. Whatever you use this week, whether it is prayer or meditation or chanting or singing, this is just about voicing your needs and then to the universe, and then knowing, kind of surrendering that and knowing that they have been heard. So that is your sort of message, what you need to surrender to this week during the full moon. So that is your energy for the week, group 1. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to stay tuned, I do keep getting the message that there's something for everyone in each of the groups. So we will move on to group 2, which was this lovely chrysocolla. And chrysocolla is third eye, throat, and heart. So again, with the throat and heart energy this week, what we need to put out into the world, we need to filter through our heart center to make sure that it is filled with love and kindness. But this one also adding the energy of the third eye, so combining it with the energy of your intuition this week. Its 3 keywords are auric cleanser, support, and soothe. So kind of a nurturing energy that is connected to these higher chakras, but also saying be mindful of kind of self-care this week. I know that term is overused, especially recently, but do be mindful about your self-care this week. Make sure that you're getting plenty of rest, plenty of nourishment, and connecting to things that bring you joy. So the mantra or affirmation you can use this week if you chose group 2 and the chrysocolla crystal is, I welcome the different phases of my life. I welcome the different phases of my life. So that's your energy for this week if you chose group 2. And the tarot card that came out for you, group 2, this week is the Empress, which I really like, given that this is, I welcome the different phases of my life, is your mantra for this week. So the Empress is about traditionally fertility, creation, abundance, sort of being connected to your divine feminine, whether you are male or female, it doesn't matter. It's that divine feminine energy, that kind of goddess energy, that yin energy, that receptive energy, because what receptive energy begets is creation. So we have to be connected to that regardless of whether we're male or female. So that's your tarot energy for this week, group 2, is that sort of growth energy, that creation energy, fertility energy, but also being receptive so that you are able to receive and then create through that process. It's a beautiful card. So Empress energy this week for you, group 2. And then the Power of Surrender card, which is this deck. What you need to let go of, especially during this time of the full moon, is outdated beliefs about yourself, which I really like for this group. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. So I welcome the different phases of my life is saying, it's time to let go of one phase. We're moving into a new phase. And that phase is all about the Empress energy, the creation, the being receptive to ideas, and knowing that that is what helps you create things in this physical realm. And then letting go of those limiting ideas so that you can move into this new phase of your life. So working on surrendering outdated beliefs about yourself so that you can move into a new phase of creation. So that is your energy for this week, group 2, if you chose the chrysocolla. And if you want to stick around for the jade card, we will do that next. So our little olive jade. Jade connects specifically with the heart chakra. We have so much green and so much heart chakra energy this week. It is about abundance, protection, and harmony. It traditionally is a stone of good luck or a stone of good fortune. And its mantra this week is, my relationships are filled with harmony and good fortune. So a very nice energy to be in this week. Abundance, protection, harmony. My relationships are filled with harmony and good fortune. So that's your jade energy, your crystal energy, if you chose this one, group 3. And then your tarot card this week is perfect to go with this sort of harmonious energy. It's the Ace of Swords. So swords traditionally being air energy and our intellect. The Ace of Swords is about new ideas, sort of new energy coming in, mental clarity. If you've been feeling a little foggy and stagnant and slow during this time, look for some new energy to come in. It is the energy of the sun. It is a very sunny, cheerful, optimistic energy, but specifically about bringing in clarity and new energy. So that is your tarot for this week, is the Ace of Swords. So look for that kind of new energy, but it's not... some energies, when they're new and they come in, they're almost startling. This isn't that kind of energy. This is harmonious, harmony and good fortune. So really getting clear on what it is you want through that mental clarity, and then bringing it in through that energy of optimism. Because when we are optimistic, it kind of snowballs and we bring in even more of that energy. So it's kind of a snowball effect is the message I'm getting for you this week, group 3, that the more optimistic you are, the more optimistic people and relationships you bring into your life that can help you with new project and help you gain even more clarity and get things moving. So the Power of Surrender card for this group, if you chose group 3, is Surrender to Trust, which I like for this because this is about relationships and connecting with other people and optimism. So this says trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. And that's what that says about mental clarity, is take action and be confident you have chosen the right path. And through this increased mental clarity and through this increased energy of optimism and this just sort of victorious energy and being led to relationships that are filled with harmony and good fortune, then you are able to surrender to trust, and to trusting yourself, and to trusting your own intuition. So that is what you need to release or surrender to this week, especially with the assistance of the full moon on the 3rd, which is Monday. And it goes 3 days on either side of it, that energy does. If you ever notice that maybe you're not sleeping as well, or some other effects a few days before or after the full moon, it does generally go 3 days before and 3 days after. So you have that time to work on just surrendering to trust, specifically trusting your own intuition, so that this sort of optimistic energy and harmonious relationship energy can be brought in. So that is your energy for the week, group 3, or if you stuck around and listened to all 3 groups, I hope you found something in each of them that will help you this week, and I will see you all next week.